Welcome and good day. Thank you for joining me, whether you pop in here live or find this later for yourself, depending on what time of day works best for you to pause, to breathe, and to be. Just taking that time, like literally just, what does it feel like to set everything aside for a moment? Or to turn away and just breathe in and breathe out. In some cases, it might not feel like a lot because there may be a bunch of stuff going on, which is entirely possible. P.S. Still totally in love with my new mug by my friend Amy. Good morning, Janet. So, distracted by coffee, as usual. Okay, so turning away and closing the mind for a moment may be simple to do. It may feel really good, but it can also just feel like it didn't help, let's say. What I will offer you is that over time, when you take practices like meditation and pranayama, our breathing practices, and take them consistently, it's going to build this, it's not even a muscle memory, but it's literally a memory, a sensation in your body of what it feels like to take this time right here, right now, to sit, to breathe, and to be, aka be present, right? Let's put too much stress on ourselves. Let's start with be, right? We're here, we're going to be. And as we build this memory, this feeling, when you take that step away, you carry a piece of that with you, even if you're not taking the full and complete practice. I was chatting with someone yesterday, and they're at the beginning of their yoga journey, and I'm just planting the seeds for what it is they can do to begin to build the foundation of their practice. And like a lot of us, sometimes people are like, well, I want to do all the things right now. I want to do all the things right now also, but I have proven to myself that doing all of the things right now is one, not sustainable, and two, just not possible. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Samantha. And so if we go back to this idea of what it's like to pause for a moment in the middle of the day, and close your eyes, perhaps. I'm literally like thinking about just turning away from the cacophony, right? And breathing. And because I've cultivated this sensation for myself, I'm able to find a little bit of that peace in the moment, right? My peace in the pause. And to get to that place, we have our practices that we do consistently, preferably daily, even just for a few minutes. And for me, the foundation of all of that, which I finally figured out after 10 plus years of practicing yoga, the foundation of that is my breath, which is awesome because I carry it with me everywhere I go. And it's something that you can access, and it's something you can influence, which is pranayama. Your breath is also something you can focus your mind on, making the breath part of your meditation. That point of focus for the mind. So today, I'm honoring this conversation I had and revisiting the foundation of many of these things, because it never hurts to go back to like, what's 9 times 9? Things like that. 81. Okay. Just make sure I knew that what that was. So we're going to come back to our foundation of breathe. In the way of move, like move into the space and be present, and then take time here to be, right? Be with the breath. So let's begin with finding our seat, cultivating the foundation. Good morning, Susan. And as we cultivate the foundation here in your seat, wherever you might be, a chair, the couch, on the floor, ensure that it's a place where you can sit for a period of time, a place that can be comfortable. And allow the gaze to be soft into the distance, or invite the eyes to close. And perhaps if you've done this some number of times, you feel the edges of what sensations can be here for you. Or you're just like, all right, here I am, what now? Both are valid, both are super real. And so what now is we bring attention down to the feet and the legs and your bum. And tune into the places on your body that meet the foundation, the support beneath you. And as you're out navigating in the world, let's say you're standing in line at Wegmans. You could do the same thing, feeling where your feet meet your shoes and where your shoes meet the earth, rooting you in the present moment. And from this grounded, mindful seat, come to the base of your spine. From here, notice if you're a little bit of a round or a little bit of a shift. It's just an awareness. Maybe you invite yourself to sit just a little taller. That was a personal awareness of my own there. I could sit just a bit taller. If at any point you need support behind your back to hold you here, take care of yourself. Right? Allow this to be an easeful seat. Sukhasana, a sweet seat. And breathe in. And breathe out. Whatever that breath is. And take several rounds of your own breath. There's no need to change anything or think that it has to be something specific. The fact that you've created space here, this mindful seat in which to breathe, is everything. As you breathe here, become very interested in your breath. And feel the movement that comes with your breath. And the sound that accompanies your breath. You might even notice that the inhale is just a touch cooler coming in through your nose and a bit warmer on the way out. And you can use this breath awareness to tune in to how the body is feeling. If you found that the breath feels a bit short or choppy, or Or maybe that breath is already smooth and even. If you notice that the mind wants to zip away to other things, I invite you to offer yourself compassion with this awareness. And as you breathe here, perhaps you use the sensation, the feeling of the movement that comes with a breath. You could use the sound of the breath. Perhaps that temperature. On the inhale, cool. On the exhale, warm. Notice what quality of the breath you connect to the most. And know that can be different any given day. But allow that quality to be your point of focus. In your mindful, grounded seat, this shape holding space for your breath. As you breathe here in this mindful, grounded seat, the breath holding space for the mind. And in this practice, when we bring these three things together, the body, the breath, and the mind, we are present. And spending as much time as you need here. Watching your breath. And visualize your awareness riding the ebb and flow of your breath cycle. as you continue to breathe here, noticing where the mind may or may not be. Allow that to be a simple awareness, just like, what does my breath feel like? And with compassion, and choose to invite your mind back if it had wandered. Your breath as the tether into the present moment. Invite a breath in. And out. Allowing the meditation to drift to the side, your breath just to move through the body as it will. And notice what there is to notice. And perhaps it's a sensation you can cultivate later. You have this sort of mind print of how it can feel to pause. And how good it feels to focus on the breath and invite the full breath, spacious as you inhale, and easeful as you exhale. Here, taking the time you need to either linger longer if you'd like in your seat, or begin to gently blink the eyes open. To be frank, sometimes coming to find this space to sit, oftentimes it's the hardest part, just making the time to sit. But when I can remember, I have that mind print of what it feels like now, I make the time. And that's what the practice does. You begin to find and feel the benefits, and along the way, your body at some point during the day will be like, did you sit down today? And maybe you're like, no. You just go and, take, a minute or whatever. If you need to borrow my cat, side note, I can't not show you this. Hold on. Taking a detour. So, it can help to have a wedge, but you don't always need a wedge to make that happen. You are most welcome, friends. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Have a wonderful Wednesday if this is live for you. Until our paths cross again, be well and namaste. Thank you.